We're here at the Penobscot Historical Society filming Coming of Age in America, the schoolhouse scene. This is a role-play game that we have recorded and done many times to teach kids about life in 19th century Maine. We'll be teaching foodways, we'll be talking about education and the controversies of the time. We will be discussing all of this and working through it just as though it were happening in real life.
So John, you would come over here and you would be looking at the candy and you would be picking what you wanted.
I'd like to buy candy.
We're excited to have AmeriCorps members because we think that not only can they teach, but also they can learn. We want them to learn about the state of Maine, we want them to learn about themselves, and we want them to learn about how to deal with kids and bring the best out in those kids.
Oh, Mr. Henley says I live in Green. I'm glad that I've been able to craft memories for youth. I mean, I took part in a lot of programs as a kid, and I hold all those memories very dearly to my heart. So I'm glad that I'm able to do something like this. And of course, as for Maine, I've learned so much about Maine, already more than Pennsylvania. Like in the how many ever years I've lived there, I've learned so much.
Well, you know what? Let's do this right now.
Right now? It's even high time for school to start.
Got it.
So we're talking about, one thing, we'll just let you know, it's not part of the script, but...
I mainly wanted to do this because I get the experience of, like, going back into time, and I just like to be in costumes.
We are engaging our young people in our program in Maine history by being history. And I'm really proud of them because a lot of them were recruited and they didn't really fully understand what it was we were going to be doing today. And suddenly they got here, they found that we wanted to get them into costumes, that we were doing a play, that it was being filmed and it was going to be shown on Belfast cable television. So what we're doing is we are using one of our program modules to learn more about Maine and Maine history. So today's program is about a controversy in the schoolhouse. We wrote this about 10 years ago, but I'm so interested to see that it's topical even today, because as you all know, today there are issues in the schoolhouse and what are teachers teaching.
Who is the President of the United States?
Well, it ain't George Washington.
Yes, that narrows it down quite a bit.
No school teacher is come to school with advanced new proficiency-based education standards that he's learned from the Lexington Normal School in the year 1853. So he's chosen to read from a novel that has just been published, a blockbuster success called Uncle Tom's Cabin. And when he starts reading out loud from the book, he gets a lot of pushback from the community, and finally there is an outbreak of confusion in the classroom.
All right, hold up.
Which causes the school committee to investigate, and the school committee has to decide whether they're going to discharge the teacher or keep the teacher.
Are you so afraid of the words in that book that you will fire me simply for reading them, not for stating an opinion on them one way or the other, just by sharing them with the students?
So it gives the kids a chance to see that topical news has deep roots in our history. It gives them a chance to do something with their friends and peers. It gives them a chance to find out that history is not a deadly dull subject, but something that really happened and is alive. It gives us a chance to engage our AmeriCorps members in working with the kids as peers on the ground, leading the charge, modeling for the kids the right kind of thing, and developing those strong mentoring relationships which are so critical to the success of our program.
Of course, I love this imaginative aspect that the Game Loft really itches with board games and role-playing games and interacting with the kids and all that and expanding their imagination, telling stories, narratives. But probably one of my most favorite experiences that I've sort of been in the process of having is this experience of, as I previously stated, being in the program now working for the program, it's almost as if I've stepped out of my own body and I'm able to look down upon my younger self.
AmeriCorps members are very important to our program. They provide mentors for our youth, and I feel like it's a really good match because they're young enough to relate to our members, but old enough to have more experience with life. And send all.
In Adam's fall, we send all.
Very good. Heaven, B. Heaven to find the Bible mind.
Heaven to find the Bible mind.
Very good. C. Christ crucified for sinners died. I think it's important for this program to continue, and that's why I wanted to serve. My son got a lot out of being in this program over the years. The youth in my community is an important thing to me, and I think they all need a way to feel a part of something.
Okay? Because I'm going to have to stop a fight.
So, with all that said,
You can get me a piece of candy, please.
all right. Ready? What's for lunch?
I'm playing a minor character. His name is Jimmy Fletcher. I'm just hoping to get more comfortable in these kind of on the spot role-playing moments. It's just fun for me just to play the games with the little kids, and also gives me a sense of pride, like I'm helping out, doing good.
So, is Josiah Black present?
So the way I help kids find their own ideals is really just by asking them what they are and then trying to put opportunities in their path so that they can engage with those. But we also do events like this where we try to give kids opportunities to try something new and explore things that might be outside their comfort zone but are definitely still inside their growth zone. My whole life, I was just fresh back into the States from a master's degree in applied theater and intervention, which is literally just the use of things such as theater and role-playing games for education. And it was a niche that I saw that I could fill, and I jumped on it.